Welcome back to what still is the 5th round of the 2013 Elephants Card Series, to the 6th annual Kyoto 500 from Kyoto, Japan, here live on simrace.tv channel 1. My name's Dominik Engel, here together with Stephen Martin, Phil Diaz and Chris Ford in the commentary booth. We are under our 19th caution on lap 217 of 270, which is actually not true. We're on lap, 219, I was on the wrong car there, of 270, with our leader, Roland Campars. And what a race that has been so far, hasn't it?
It's been caution-filled and then some. We haven't had that much in the way of long green flag runs, and it's been about who can stay out of trouble, and we've got a few guys up front who've not got themselves involved too many, so they've been up front for quite a while. There's other guys who've been yo-yoing up and down the order as they've speed through to the front and get involved in more accidents. So it's still all up in the air as to who's going to win this thing, I reckon.
So we're coming up to restart number 19. Campars is leading. Stu Baker is gonna pull away pulling away now from the field. What is still a blue, red and white rack safety car.
Watch out for that 20 car, he's been pretty fast today.
And Lauberg has been up on the top of the field for pretty much the whole race, hasn't he? In the top 10.
Ulrich is, what is that, 8th car in line or so? Or maybe even farther up than that, sorry. 6th car in line? He's looking to get his lap back.
Campars is off. We are back to green. Well, to be honest, now is usually when the aggressive racing starts. Unfortunately, we already had aggressive racing. Oh, and that's Patola in the wall hard, and that's probably gonna end his chances of winning, because that car is completely bent on the right side now, and he's lost a huge number of positions. He's basically lost just 10 places there.
Yeah, he just has to hope for another caution, repair his car and go back at it.
Goes there between Dominik and Kinsbury.
There's a huge gaggle of cars.
Jesus, there's a lot of cars. Kingsway, there's no room there. No, Matt, there's no room. There's somewhere room if you find it yourself.
5 wide, 5 wide.
Behind it, I think some people are making their own race.
There's a wall,
Oh,
that's
and
all
big crash!
linked to the wall
Big
again.
crash!
10
Big
cars
crash!
breaking up.
That's a
Nobody where
big
we
one!
go.
Biggest crash so far, and it's at least 8 cars involved in that.
I don't know if you watched this, but Jack Sedgwick went right through the middle of that.
Oh,
I don't know if he got
no
damaged.
way.
I don't know if he got damaged. I don't know
No damage
what.
at all on his car.
I wish we could get a replay on board his car. He had a force field.
Welcome to.
I know.
Oh no, wait, there wasn't a caution for this. This was there.
Yeah, there was. There was a safety car.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
Krampus actually flew outside of the track.
Yeah, there we go. It just got completely pushed out of the window by all the contact messages. I apologize. But this is caution number 20 here
Sorry, Steve.
on at the end of lap 223. We're now on lap 225 with the leader, and the leader at the moment is Thomas Korani.
I just told Jack to stop going through the middle of cautions and accept his fate.
It looks like Jonathan Palmer's having to do the safety car again.
Well, it's preventing him from typing very angry messages is what it's doing. So it's probably a good thing Steve's not here right now.
Well, maybe
He can probably still hold the whisper button though and yell at all the drivers.
Said it. Oh, and there's a crash on the safety car! Dominik and Kingsbury, what the hell are they doing? Just
Honestly,
what the hell are they doing?
Honestly, that needs to be looked at, and
that
whoever
was,
caused that should that should almost just be a removal right there from the race. There's no need for something like that.
It's unbelievable. Well, I only saw the last bit. It almost looked like to me like Kingsbury turned round Dominik.
I mean, those two are the ones that kind of began that whole crash anyway, so...
No, it wasn't. It was car 10.
It was car 10? Okay.
Car 10, not Dominik.
Well, maybe one of them felt something, you know, from the
a
other.
lot of broken cars. And, wow, that's well, if you're talking about the big one in a race, I think that was the big one of the day, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't see anything bigger than that, unless it starts way up at the front. And somehow cascades all the way down.
5 cars, sorry, coming in 88, 63, 0, 21, and the other one that's come in. I don't know which one.
23?
Yes, that one.
It's Dominik. All cars fixing damage, obviously. I don't even think Dominik's in a pit stall yet.
He had a stop and go penalty.
Wow, yeah, he's not even able to... Oh!
Able to make a pit stop.
You know, that's strange. Didn't he get that stop and go penalty from the safety car before? Shouldn't he have had to serve that? He shouldn't be able to serve that under caution. He should have...
He technically should have had it taken away, shouldn't he?
But the thing is that he got that under the caution trying to speed out of the pits. And, I mean, shouldn't that have stayed beforehand and he should still get a stop-go penalty?
No, because it happened under caution, that would
be end of a line penalty.
Be end of a line.
Well, I was saying, like, I guess technically it was under caution because the caution came out and he tried to beat the leader out of the pits, so...
Indeed.
Technicalities.
And now we have been running for
3 hours, 15 minutes, and 40 seconds.
Wow.
It's gonna be an IGTC endurance race here.
But without driver changes.
Without driver swaps, without GTRs.
IGTC had a race on the oval in case any of you are watching thinking, lol, IGTC over.
2007, wasn't it?
Yeah, 07 season, IGTC had a race at AS3, which was only a 3-hour race though, and a 4-hour race on the oval, which all the FXR teams probably loved.
The only way they would love that is if bump drafting was allowed, because it lines up perfectly.
With the FXR, yeah, definitely, but it wasn't. Car 10, warning for causing an avoidable incident, the cause of the safety car, so that's him told. restart next lap, so Mr. Kareni gets to lead another restart in that R4's FOA number 52.
Start next lap here.
Some impatient drivers there again in that queue. A lot of contact sounds. Kareni's gone, and the field's got it, and we are under green flag again for restart number 20.
Biggest loser in that's Dominik. He has nobody to draft with all the way in the back.
And car 21, Matt Kingsbury gets an unnecessary contact under a C drive room, which he will have to serve under green flag conditions, so yes.
I would look at that as his last warning. He's been in a lot of incidents today, and yeah,
well, not just today, really.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yes.
Dennis Lane calls us 4 wide in turn 3.
He's in that beautiful all-Finnish group back there, isn't he? With Pantola, Telkala, and, well, they're not very good at turning left only, it seems. Well, or not as good, at least.
Now, my earlier, I guess it would be my earlier answer to a question, was Jack Sedgwick, if he was going to roll, would be around lap 240?
Yes, it's getting close to that.
Yeah, and he's in a nice 4-car pack, who could possibly get caught up by another 4-car pack, who's actually being followed by a 3-car pack. Oh yes, Nico has crashed. Big orange cone got crushed on the inside there.
So Alan Prott's desk knows on that car now.
Oh, crash, turn 3, exit!
Oh, that is Kampar's. Blauhoff, yes. Blauhoff's got huge damage.
That was a lead battle, wasn't it?
I think it might have been.
I believe that was the top, well, 2 of the top 4 that were in the lead.
Oh, Dennis! Jeez!
I need to force the issue right now.
Oh, Telkala! Oh my god!
There it
Telkala
is.
and Jack!
Yep.
Going backwards towards turn 3! Oh, there we go. That's not gone well, but no caution. At least not
Yeah.
so far.
Delca's really struggling with that car getting it back. Grinding out on the floor.
They hit the wall very, very hard. Scraping pretty badly as well, so that's his race done as well. Long races mean that some drivers are going to be eliminated, and the closer you get to the end, the more likely it is. Calculating the pits, that's the lead lap gone.
We also have to look at the number 55 car, Ulrich. It looks like I mean, if him and Kapow could catch up to the leaders, you could have, you know, him getting his lap back, or.
Oh
you know,
dear God. That's gone well, hasn't it?
Valhoff offering chat to a fellow competitor who he feels has done something wrong, obviously.
He said he was pretty, is what he did.
Indeed. And Valhoff is disqualified for that. And he
That might
disconnects
even
straight away.
lead to some further action post-race, I think. I
Indeed.
mean, some.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh, sorry, I am going O for something completely different. Remember that Continentals race I was talking about? Do you remember that Grand Am race that's all over YouTube? The one where a whole bunch of cars crashed because of rain at Watkins Glen? That is currently happening right now. No, I'm not even joking. 2 cars just flipped one corner. A Mustang flipped, got hit by another car. Porsche went into the corner, hit the tire wall, flipped again. Landed back on its wheels. I think he's going to try to take off, which shouldn't be possible.
LFS cars.
Yeah, this is crazy right now.
Yeah, I think, and I think I'm not going to be alone. It says a lot of this race will be discussed thoroughly in the race discussion thread.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Now, Corini has pulled a gap to the number 20, and here we have Kapow and Ulrich's going to catch up, and you can't even leave out Mead and Lamont. They could catch up too.
Certainly, yeah. Mead does a new PB.
Which is actually exceptional time for being only a 2-car pack.
Wow, 4 wide for the lead in turn 3.
Oh, and Ulrich in the wall.
And Ulrich hits the wall hard on the exit, so he's out of that for now. Oh, and
Right
Ulrich's
front
got
tyre
a
is
front
punctured.
right puncture, so
Oh, and Mead gets another PB right there. This is exceptionally fast times for just being 2 cars.
he's 100% sure gonna get the meatball flag if he doesn't pit.
Yeah, he won't be able to make turn 3 at all if you have a flat right front. You have to slow down quite a bit. And once again, this is starting to stir up the question of, does everybody have enough fuel?
I believe Kapow and Lorberg
Kapow should have enough fuel.
were burning a bit of fuel under the last caution. Oh, we got a spin. Got the Moth and 10 car. A spin as
10
well.
car was an interesting rejoin of the track and then spins again.
We stay green.
When they're coming up to traffic, it's for the first time in quite a while that the leaders hit traffic. The person they hit as traffic is probably not someone who's gonna want to hold them up quite a lot. You know, There we go. Official blue flag given to car 21.
You know, 21, he's going to want to get his lap back. But as he's only one lap down.
Problem is, can he afford to be aggressive enough to do so?
He's not even going to get that chance. He's already lost the lead pack.
Monsieur almost spins Mead after getting loose.
Oh,
back the rear
contact!
corner.
Lau is gone! Lau is gone! Lauberg is gone! Oh dear!
That was, yeah, big accident right there.
Oh, and he comes back out!
That is
Whoa! Whoa, man. That was... a bit
that was
dangerous.
stupid. It's rejoined there.
Oh, well. Yeah, I'll plus one that. A caution number 21. And Martin Capel is back in the lead. With, well, 24 laps, not 24, 34 laps to go. I apologise.
No, you're right the first time.
Oh, was I? Oh yeah, I'm right, 24 laps to go. Too late for maths.
It's been a long day. You're about to make a mistake. There are 23 laps to go this time by. We have 13 cars on the lead lap. 18 in total are still running. But
Cars
at this stage, it's quite hard to really think about winning this race if you're not on that lead lap.
Pretty much, and everyone who's 2 or more down is being advised to heed blue flags, which is probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, there's only, was it 2 cars 1 lap down? Actually, sorry, 1 car a lap down, and that would be Matt King's area. So,
What have I missed? We're on safety car 21, are we?
Yes, we are.
we are.
Lauberg had contact, and since then we had the big one already.
I think you were here for the big one.
I was here
actually,
for the big
Chris.
one.
Oh yeah, you were.
Yeah. And then we have a car who has a very good opportunity to get his lap back, and he's causing issues, and you know, doesn't make any sense.
Car in next lap. We're gonna see restart number 21 in what still is the 6th annual running of the Kyoto 500. Round 5 of the Elephant's Card 2013 season calendar.
Don't leave out Dennis Lind. He's in 4th currently. Him and Jared Mead could hook
I
up.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if about 8 cars win in a dead heat. To be honest, Phil.
For those that don't know, the top two do know each other really well. I'm pretty sure they're teammates, and if they're not teammates, then they're just really, really good friends.
No, they're not teammates.
And they have already created a huge gap between them.
They have.
As some would say, they are friends with benefits.
That disturbs me. I'm currently like 12. Anyway,
Oh, what a massive gaggle of cars in the bottom of the top 10.
Yeah, this
Oh, and
might
they've
not
crashed,
last
they've
long.
crashed, they've crashed! Wow, that's another yellow. Yellow number 22. Wow.
one car spin off.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. There's really not much you can say about this year's race, can you?
Who knows, they're trying to pile into each other right now. The 20 cars overtaken a couple cars under yellow here when they all stacked up. He needs to give it back. I believe he's supposed to be behind the 65 car. He's giving it back now.
And Ulrich is stopped on the outside of turn 2 and just spectate, so that's gonna be a 5-point penalty.
Honestly, I'm not sure he cares right now.
I don't think he cares, but well, I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying. That leaves us with 17 cars running still, and shockingly enough, Dan Sanger is the last one of them.
I said you're just gonna win still, Phil?
Well,
Oh, he's a
everyone
lap
keeps
down,
crashing in front of
I
him.
think.
Jack
Is he a lap
Shedrick
down?
is on the
No,
lead lap.
he's on a lead lap. Sorry. But he's gonna be the last car in the queue.
Last car on the
Yeah.
lead lap. Exactly, he just made a pit stop. So, most likely not going to win. But, I mean, who says he's going to finish the race?
But you've already got the 240 lap flip wrong.
Yeah, this is very true.
Also, it must be noted that since the start of the race, the temperature in my room has dropped by 0.4 degrees Celsius.
That is like nothing.
Yes, it's now 19.3 degrees Celsius. And
I wish it was that cold in my room.
And if someone does not know how much 19.3 degrees Celsius is, it's 67.1 degrees Fahrenheit.
Which,
Officially
for
one of the
everyone
things
who
to talk
knows
about.
Fahrenheit, is a lovely number. That is a beautiful temperature. I am jealous of you right now.
Right, okay, 18 laps to go. I think it's time we just declare a winner. Dom, who's
Stuart
gonna win?
Baker.
Stuart Baker, right. No, serious.
Jarrett Mead.
Yeah, I like Jared Mead in this one too,
Yep.
actually. I'm
That's what I was
thinking
gonna
that
say.
Dan Sanger is going to get in with the top two. Sorry, that's just what I'm thinking. And then it's going to cause something to happen between the cars behind them. I don't know.
So, is this the final time we will be saying this? The 2013 Kyoto 500 is
Green again.
green again. Thank you, Phil.
For the 22nd time.
Almost correctly. 23rd if you include the third start.
Oh, yeah,
Matt
but
Kings is going to be in this front battle as well.
Oh dear.
Well, that's good news, really. He should be in the battle. Get his lap back, slow them down, give some opportunity to Jared Mead and Dennis Lynn.
And Jack Cedric.
Oh yeah, somehow Jack Cedric.
Speaking of which, the contact further back. Oh, there's a crash against Cedric.
oh,
Cedric in the wall and Blauhoff
Oh,
around.
big
Blauhoff
crash on
around.
the front stretch.
That's got to be a yellow flag.
Nah, not a yellow flag.
Not necessarily.
Oh, 65 also
Matt
crashed.
Kings is going for the front. Is there going to be a yellow? He'll get back on the lead lap. Nope.
Can see it's even more frantic now than it was, let's say, 50 laps ago, which is not very reassuring.
Oh, there's a spin on the back straight and the leaders are approaching, so maybe there is going to be a yellow flag.
Oh, this sounds crazy, but if I was Matt Kings right there, I would have been a little defensive, actually.
Would you run the inside?
Something like that.
Oh, crash! Lauber completely
Kingsbury's got his lead back. His lap
Oh,
back.
Got his
safety
lap
car
back.
and he just specked, so that's... Wow, that's quite... You can't win, you bin it. You can't win it, you bin it, actually. That's what I was meant to say, so...
Jack Cedric, 13 laps to go to
Caution
become a
number
hero.
23! Oh.
We're close to your number there, Dom.
Yeah, I don't know
No,
why
I
you're so
didn't want
upset,
my
Dom.
number to win, no! Like, it's not like I'm getting money out of this, is it? With 13 laps to go.
If there was even a prize money involved in this, it should be taken away.
I think it should be taken away. I think it should be given to the people who run it, not the people who drive in it. Yeah, we're
Should be
down
a
to
quickie
16 cars.
It should be a quickie yellow here. No one should really have to pit.
Isatelkala pits, Dominik pits too, so not someone.
Their laps
yeah.
down. Honestly, I wouldn't even worry about them. I'd try to get this race off as fast as possible.
I just mentioned that they pitted. I never said they're gonna go for the win, did I?
I know, but the race is restarting this lap as it should.
If well, 11 to go after the end of this lap.
Now look at this here. The top 5 are all, actually the top 6, 7. There's no lap cars in between.
We have a clear fight for the final. 11 laps. Race.
Yep. Top 11, all lead lap cars are all right there.
And there we go. We start 23.
Go, Jack. It's your birthday.
He's nowhere close. Honestly, top two look like they possibly broke away. It matters how third and fourth work up here. Not looking good so far. Hoping third and fourth can catch up, maybe slow down that front pack, and then fifth and sixth
Oh,
can join
no.
in.
now.
Instead they decide to run into each other.
Yeah.
Perennial
They have-
pal, guys.
Oh, crash car upside down. Peter is on his side. So that's caution 24.
Contact Cedric, he's involved, but he's not in upside down.
I'm gonna tell him to flip over, so I'm right. Technically, if there's another caution and Jack flips, not only am I right about Jack not finishing, but I'd also be right in 25 cautions.
Well, that's been quite a while since we saw a car on the side.
2009 finish.
Yes. But this is significantly worse than anything in 2009, if you ask me. So
2009 was a mildly good race compared to this. It should be another quick yellow, just car on its side, just, and it gives also Dennis Lynn another chance here. Never mind.
So that's 15 cars, 50% attrition rate. There you go. It's not that hard to get.
Should go green this next time by. Obviously, everyone's good on fuel. Even though Jack Sedgwick enters the pits out of 6th place, or 8th place.
Oh, his
Interesting.
car's totaled. His car's totaled.
Wow.
It's scraping like hell.
He should have just flipped.
It would have been scraping like hell too.
Yeah, but at least it would have came to a stop.
Jesus. Actually, like people like Dennis, who I think are trying to burn fuel.
Yeah, that makes sense actually. Try to make the car as light as possible, fast through turn 3 especially.
That's where the most.
So currently it's the 3-hour 45-minute mark. Even if this race continued in a caution, it should be done by the 4-hour mark, so not a complete IGTC race. However, hopefully it doesn't end in a caution.
Gonna restart with 6 laps to go? 7 laps to go, actually. No, 6 laps to go, I'm sorry.
Well, boys and girls, this is it. Final restart, hopefully, on the 2013 Kyoto 500. Kareni, Kapal, Lind.
One got a
Who's gonna
much
win?
better start this time.
Dennis comes flying by to take the lead.
The top 3 cars, Kareni and Dennis Lin, were both a lap down at one point, so they could break that streak.
And so does go round and he's down on the inside before turn 3, but back's clear, we stay green, we've got 5 laps to go.
Ooh, dear.
Taco knows how to jumpstart, I'm telling you, he's good at that.
You stole my joke.
Now, see, from here on, they're trying to figure out. I mean, basically, I don't know who has communication with who. I know Kareni and Kapal most likely have communication with each other. I don't know about Lind. But they're obviously trying to figure out some strategy on either dropping Lind right now or what they're going to do on the last lap, particularly exiting turn 3.
Jack Cedric seems to have found Dan something to work with. I know it's really too little too late for prospects of winning this race.
You should print screen, massive boost.
It appears at the moment to be just with it about those 3 at the front, Kapal, Lind and Kareni.
Well, don't forget last year where I certainly thought I was done for and suddenly caught them at the very last second because these 3 were fighting up at the front and my gaggle were all trying to work together to get up to the front. So you never
That
know.
can still happen.
Indeed, and that's a lesson that we'll see if they learn that if necessary this time.
However,
In fact, it wasn't
they're just gonna
Kapal
have
I
to
was
be,
working with.
I think it's going to have to be 2 laps for them battling it out quite hard before that happens, because 2nd and a half back to 4th and 5th, so they'd have to be low lining for at least 2 laps straight.
Beavervine are actually working together a bit now, but that gap is too big to close on their own. The white flag next time round.
Indeed. So who's going to be the 2013 Kyoto 500 champion? Who is going to replace Nico Bontola? It's down to these 3, Dennis Lind, Thomas Kareni and Martin Kapal. As the white flag is almost hoisted by Jonathan Palmer. There it goes, final lap. White flag is out. It's a race, boys.
Ooh, curious here, is Dennis Lind waiting to the last moment or not?
Kareni defends the inside, Kapal defends the outside. Lind just sort of sits back and thinks about it.
Oh, he's kind of trapped right now. Where's he going to go?
Are they trying to let Kareni win this? No, he's got a gap now. You've got to go now, Dennis. You've got to go now. You've got to go now, Dennis. He's got it, surely.
Surely Kapal's got the run.
Where's Kapal going to launch a line charge? I think he is, but he's got nowhere to go.
Inside.
Collision for Dennis Lind has
Kyoto
won.
500.
Dennis Lind wins the Kyoto 500 of 2013. Whew, I thought they were going to collide again there.
See, that's just a general thing of they're trying to make someone not win instead of trying to see how they can win themselves. That they easily could have had that. I don't
Kareni
know.
ended up blocking Kapal.
Yeah, like, it doesn't make any sense. Good job to Dennis Lind, though. First guy
From
to
a lap back.
a lap back to win the race. That's a good job.
As was Kareni in 2nd place.
How long is the 500 the track? How long is Kyoto miles?
1.9.
That's a 501.9 mile Kyoto 500.
I think technically it's like in real detailed terms, it's slightly under 500 miles.
If anyone wants to know how long this race is, it is 900ths of a second less than 3 hours and 51 minutes.
And the winning margin, 100th of a second. First to third, separated by 0.03 of a second.
Jared Mead was able to pull off a 4th place finish. Campar's 5th. Jack, disappointing 6th. He should have rolled. Matt Kings gets back on the lead lap with, I don't even know, less than 10 laps to go or something like that, and ends up getting 9th position. Not bad for him. Past champion Nico Pintola gets a disappointing 10th.
God, now he starts the stupid Brazilian stuff.
We want Dennis to speak in his native tongue, in Portuguese. So when he gets on here, make sure you do that. Jack Sedgwick showing his love for Matt Kings here after the race.
Hi.
And we are now joined by 2013 Kyoto 500 champion, Dennis Lind.
Hey guys.
Congratulations. What did you think when you went a lap behind early in the race?
I didn't really think much of it because I knew it was possible to make it to the front and come back again, but I did not expect a win, so I'm quite happy.
Yeah, congratulations again. I noticed you've been updating your Twitter feed throughout safety cars. 24 we ended up with today. What did you think of the driving standards throughout the field?
Well, there was a bunch of people. I mean, it was not more than half of the people were good racing, good sports. But there was about 3 or 4 drivers I will not mention, but they shouldn't be allowed in the race, to be honest. But apart from that, the driving standards were quite high. It was quite easy to find someone to work with, and I received some shouts out. So I'd like to shout out to Dustin Dawes for keeping up with my Twitter. So thanks a lot.
Yes, I noticed you were updating your Twitter throughout the race. Yeah, pity that we were having so many cautions, so you were able to do that so easily, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I was eating my pizza and eating some onion bread and having a soda at the same time, so, well, why not have a pizza as well? Oh,
What were you thinking of the last lap when Kareni and Kapal decided to try and box you in?
Well, yeah, you can try to box me in. That was basically it. I knew if I'd stay behind the leader, I could pull it off, but an outside move here is really, really hard. Yeah, it was a difficult move, but I made it stick, so I'm quite happy. And to take the win for Infinity Esports in my debut race, I know the other guys has been in there, but to win for Infinity Esports, who's not really that into Live for Speed anymore, it means a lot to the whole team and me myself.
Just a final thing, Phil Diaz says you normally like to speak in your native language of Portuguese, so would you like to go ahead?
I don't speak Portuguese.
Oh, that's a shame for the Brazilian stuff. Anyway, okay, would you like to say something in Danish then, since Jonathan Palmer normally likes to have these little things at the end of broadcasts?
I don't speak Danish.
Oh well, never mind.
No, I do. Hvis der er nogen, der ser med derude, så tusind tak, fordi I følte med, og ja, det var et spændende race, så tusind tak for det.
No idea what you said, but thanks very much, Dennis. Congratulations again.
Thanks again.
Oh, so who should we have next? Anybody else available, do you think? Dominik Engel disappeared. Yeah, Martin Kapal, let's drag him up, shall we? And joining us now is second place finisher Martin Kapal. Martin, another Kyoto 500 that you were right at the front for. Third place. Third place in the Kyoto 500. Didn't you finish third last year as well?
Yes, I did.
So you like finishing third, it appears. What were the tactics with you and Thomas on the last lap? Were you just trying to keep Dennis contained so you could try and one of the two you win the race?
Yeah, basically we wanted him to be sandwiched or something, just to block him as much as possible, which didn't work at all. I'm quite sorry for Thomas. Yeah, maybe I could have done something more, but overall, I mean, we should be happy for a podium, but yeah, shame that at least one of us didn't make it to the best position.
From the start, it appeared that you were, right there for the whole of the race. It felt like you were right at the front at the start with Dan Zanger, and then you fought your way back up after your pit stop. I mean, you must feel as though that you've proved on the oval that you're on the main men really at the moment.
Yeah, thanks to Dan for helping me out. He's a great guy on the when it comes to oval racing. Shame for him that he got crashed or something, and then he lost every chances he could have probably be with us. Yeah, I mean our plan was to get the Czech guys at the top. Two of us managed to get a podium, so it's not bad.
24 pace cars today. What do you think of the driving standards out there? Was it any different from previous Kyoto 500s?
Not really, from my point of view. Well, for the first few laps, I was at 1 or 2 with Dan. We managed to get away every restart, so I didn't see any cars apart of him, so it was quite clean. Then after the pit stop, I had to get back from back of the field to the front, which was quite difficult, but that's normal. Yeah, I think the driving standards are still the same. Probably a bit worse now, but well, it's the 500.
And would you like to finish by saying a couple of words of your native tongue?
Tak zdravím všechny, kdo to vydrželi až do konce. Možná to vypadalo ve streamu hrozně, cautions bylo docela dost. Lidi asi nebyli moc strpěliví, někteří si mysleli, že vyhrajou v první polovině závodu. Ale z mého pohledu teda byl jsem v prvních pár kolech vepředu, takže jsem moc toho neviděl, ale jak jsem říkal, náš cíl byl dostat Čechy na první pozice, prostě na ty nejlepší pozice. Podařilo se mi tam dostat gumu, čemu mu děkuju, že jsme to nějak tam zvládli vepředu. Škoda Jardy, škoda číslo 23, že dostal 2 kola ztrátu, nevím, nejspíš by měl být caution, když se dostal do nějakých problémů, kdyby byl caution, tak možná by nebyl 2 kola dozadu. Ale díky všem, kdo mi pomohli. No, byl tak špatný závod, no. Mohlo to být lepší. Díky všem. Thanks.
Martin Kapal, congratulations on your 3rd position and thank you very much for the interview.
Thanks.
And joining us now is today's first retirement of the day, I think, and long-term iRacing fan, Dustin Dawes.
Yes, thank you. I am not an iRacing fan for the record, and I think there was one person that did retire prior to me.
Well then, 2nd retirement. So, Kyoto 500 for you, how did you feel about it and how did it go for you before your unfortunate death crash?
Well, this is my first Kyoto 500 I've participated in, and I haven't really paid attention in the past to it, but at doing LFS card, I felt like I might as well give it a try. I am disappointed, of course, for being taken out so early, especially after making intelligent choices in instance earlier in the race. It was kind of interesting to look back at the replay and see that I actually broke LFS's collision detection and traveled through the outside wall, not over the fence.
Well, I'm sure you'll be back next time, I'm sure. Anything else you would like to say about coming back to Live for Speed? Because you used to race quite a while ago and you never really seemed to, but you always taken an interest in Live for Speeds development. So how did it feel to actually come back and do LFS Car? I think you're doing as well for some of the races this year.
Yeah, this is my 5th league race back since I think basically Battle of the Teams way back when. It's good to be back and doing racing. Like, people do complain about LFS being stale, but if you actually do drive it regularly, it's still enjoyable. Yes, the content is sometimes long in the tooth, but it's still enjoyable to get in, drive, and have organized league races like what NDR puts on a regular basis. And I do want to thank Jonathan Palmer and everybody else on the administration team for all of their hard work with organizing these events. We know that without you guys, even though you get frustrated, we wouldn't have them.
Dustin Dawes, thank you very much, and we hope to see you again very, very soon.
You'll see me next race.
See you next race. Cheers. And it is time to wrap up another Kyoto 500. I think Dominik Engel has disappeared, and so has Phil Diaz by the looks of it. So, Steve Martin, are you still there?
I am indeed.
Would you like to sum up the 2013 Kyoto 500?
Well, how do you start? Many cautions. There's certainly the argument that driving standards haven't changed, and that it's just the way things work out. Some incidents, the way the accidents happen, sometimes they cause cautions, sometimes not. The extraordinary high caution count today, there's a number of factors, but it's quite telling that this is what I start my summing up of the race with. But there's been some good racing. I'm glad it came down to a green flag finish, a very exciting finish. I congratulate Dennis Lind on his victory, and it's another first time winner. No one has ever won this race twice, I believe, so hopefully we'll see Dennis back to give that a go next year, and hopefully we'll have a good rest of the season in LFS Cup.
Okay, we'll just have one last quick interview with Thomas Koreni, I do believe, because I did not know he was still here, so let's just drag him up. We're joined now by Thomas Koroni, who's finished second in the 2013 Kyoto 500. Thomas, it looked as though you were going to win that race until the very last lap of the very last corner. How do you feel about that?
I feel good. It was my first race in the Kyoto 500, and I'm really excited that I finished in such good position. It wasn't expected, really. And I would like to say thanks to Dominik and Martin Kappel for helping me all the race. Also, the guys on TeamSpeak were awesome. I've enjoyed the race a lot. Thanks.
I think, to be honest, that this year we did see quite a lot of crashes, we did see quite a lot of cautions, but some of the racing was quite good out there. How did you feel the overall race in terms of standards went, from your perspective, with so many safety cars and so many incidents?
Yeah, it was really a slow race, and there were a lot of crashing. Maybe it was because there were many guys that weren't racing in Kyoto 500 before. So, but I feel good. The restarts were okay, and we had quite a lot of guys that were leading the race. So I had information when the restart is going. So I haven't got a problem with the yellow flags.
Thomas Koroni finishing second in this year's 2013 Kyoto 500. Thank you very much, and we hope to see you again soon.
Thanks.
So, this is it, Steve. This is the end of the Kyoto Speed Weeks and all that. That is it from us. The 2013 Kyoto 500 is over. Goodbye, and thank you for watching.